So Brennan Allen actually got that one back last night. He defeated Chris Curtis via a very close split decision in a really good fight, very competitive. And of course, he is calling for Sean Strickland or Dricus du Plessis, the two big names in middleweight right now. Now, do I agree with that call out? Absolutely not, even though I would like to give quite a bit of credit to Brennan Allen for making things happen. However, I don't think he is ready for a title shot just yet. He's still number 6, and he did kind of punch down in the rankings at this point. And it was still a very close fight. I know ranking numbers don't mean a whole lot anymore. It's all about the styles that make fights, just like people who want to be critical about Conor McGregor's career, how he skipped a lot of stylistic matchups that nobody really, knew the result of in featherweight. I really don't see that one. I've heard that before, how Conor skipped a few spots. It happens. But just, I feel like if you're like a ranked number 6, unless you're fighting for an interim title, you're not really ready for a shot yet, because there's still a whole top 5 that you got to get through, and especially at middleweight. Once you get into the Jared Cannoniers, the Robert Whitakers, the Israel Adesanyas, which would still be pretty hectic matchups, you would have to at least defeat one of those guys to justify a title shot with Dricus. Because I feel Dricus has definitely earned that championship belt. Even though it was a very close fight that could have gone either way with Sean Strickland, I think him and Sean are the top of the division. And, of course, Brennan Allen wants to go get that and get that belt. Everybody who goes into that division or any division in the UFC wants to get a belt. It's their dream, so I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying that Brennan Allen can't do it, because I would love to see an underdog story. However, if you were to give him a title shot right now, I think you wouldn't be doing him a very big service, because I feel like it would just be an easy defense for Dricus at this point. I would really need to see a win over someone in middleweight who has a lot of merit, who's like that perfect gatekeeper, who once you beat him, you can get it done. And I know the perfect proving ground for Brennan Allen, because if Brennan Allen at this point wanted to justify a title shot, I would have to say Jared Cannonier would be that perfect matchup. Jared is not quite the championship caliber. He did fall short in his title shot, obviously. However, he does have enough skill to keep a lot of the young, hungry guys at bay. He's not a slouch by any means in the division. And yeah, if Brennan Allen, he would be a heavy underdog going into that fight. So if he proves all the doubters wrong, goes in there, takes care of Jared Cannonier, and, just makes magic happen and makes all our jaws drop, then I'd say definitely going for a title shot. But at this point, no, I don't think you're ready for a title shot. I'm just being objective. I'm not trying to hate on Brennan Allen. I like this guy. I think he's got a lot to offer. He's really good. He did defeat Paul Craig. He did defeat... Wow, he just beat Chris Curtis. But again, Chris Curtis, I don't really think he's the guy in that division. He's tough, but by a UFC caliber, I think he's a character. But just his championship skill, it's obviously not there. I don't want to sound super rude. I hate talking down on fighters, because they are the top of that sport. But it just, like, from a rankings perspective, I feel like it would just be, I felt like, yeah, he had a justifiable hop in the division because, hey, I beat Brendan Allen before, and it was a close fight. Curtis could have won that one. Maybe they might do a third one. Who knows? Maybe if Chris Curtis wanted to get that one back. But right now, until they do that trilogy fight, if they ever do one of those three-parters that have no title merit at all, that would be a good one to watch. But right now, I'd have to say Brendan Allen versus Jared Cannonier. Definitely the fight at middleweight to make. This card wasn't too hopped up. It wasn't the most hyped up card that we've had. But that's what I actually got from this one. But yeah, other than that, all I have to say, let's make Brendan Allen versus Jared Cannonier happen. And then if Brendan Allen somehow able to beat Jared Cannonier or Jared Cannonier comes out one of those guys gets launched into title contention, because I do want to make a video on the future about the middleweight title and how now it's just going to be cycling through Adesanya, Sean Strickland, Dricus du Plessis. It's going to be like rock, paper, scissors unless we throw some people in there or some people. So I think if Hamzat beats Robert Whittaker, that's another name that could be in there. But we'll have to wait and see. Brendan Allen versus Jared Cannonier, I'm calling for right now.